Well, hello, this is just another little cooking one. Obviously it's Valentine's Day tomorrow, and I do like to use a lot of the stuff that's in the fridge that's going out of date. Don't worry, I won't poison it. As you can see, that's going out of date by tomorrow. Got some mushrooms, I had a leek, some spring onions, and obviously I'm going to go in the cupboard and see what I can find. Because I've got a lot of spices, so I'll give these a chop. I'll chop some more onions and all that, and then I'll let you know what I'm going to make. But yeah, should be nice. So I've got the onions in the background there, boiling away just slowly. I just want something, I don't want to brown them. So it's 4 medium onions, it's 1 medium sized leek, and a nice bunch of spring onions. You don't have to put the leeks or the spring onions in, as long as you've got onions, just to add that bit of flavour. And I've got the thighs in here, skin side down, so I can brown them off a little bit in some coconut oil. And I found some spices. I found this YO SUSHI one that I must have bought ages ago. It's funny what you find in your cupboard. Obviously the date on it's out of date, but it doesn't really matter. It's not going to matter, it's a dry ingredient. So I'll be putting that over chicken thighs like that, so I can incorporate that flavour as well. I've put some with the onions and get that flavour. I'm hoping it's a nice flavour. We'll see. Like I said, it's got sugar, spices, paprika, cayenne, so it should be alright. So we'll just see. Come back when this is all fried off, plus I've got the peppers to do as well. You can see the chicken thighs have been turned over a couple of times. I basically added the juice from some chickpeas there, just to bring a lot of the flavour from the bottom there, so it'll technically in a way boil the chicken a little bit there, and obviously that flavour will stick to it. And I couldn't find any cheese sauces anyway like that, so I basically got a cream of tomato and a cream of lasagna one, which is technically just a creamy cheesy sauce anyway. So I'm trying to make this as cheaply as I can. You know, no point going out and buying some expensive stuff and all that to make a meal that will be done quite quickly and cheaply. So once this is finished cooking chicken thighs, I'll do the sauces. Okay. So the mushrooms are in there. I put about half a cup of water in there just to boil them down, just to extract as much flavour as I can out of the mushrooms. The thighs are out now. You know, cooked both sides with that YO SUSHI marinade. You might have different sort of marinades, or you might want a different sort of flavour. It's up to you. Like I'm saying, it's just what I can find in the cupboards, just to do it as cheaply as possible. So obviously when I put the juices of the chickpeas into here, it extract a lot of the flavours from the bottom, from the pan, the crisp bits. And then I've added 1 tin of tomato soup. Any tomato soup, doesn't matter what brand. Basically a jar of creamy lasagna sauce. You might not have that, you might have some different sort of sauce, but it's like a creamy cheesy one. And some chickpeas just to get a bit, some extra bite into the dish. And basically that's going in there, plus with the creamy one you always have residue stuff in there, so I just fill it halfway with water and just put in there, so you end up with this, a nice thick-ish sort of sauce. And obviously the mushrooms will go in next, and that'll be poured over the top of the chicken thighs. You can put them in just like that plainly, or you might want to add a little bit of cheese on top or something else, it's up to you. So once it's all cooked off, I'll pour it over the chicken thighs and we'll have a look. So the onions are cooked off, I'm cooking the mushrooms there. This is put mushrooms, a little bit of water. I filled it quite full actually, and then it boiled down, so I just want to soften them. I want to keep the shape as much as I can and get as much flavour. And alright with a bit of water, no problem. So obviously I took the thighs out and I'll put the onions in there, and obviously you've got the flavour from the kicking YO SUSHI spice, the red pepper one, and I've added 2 tins of cream of tomato, the creamy lasagna sauce, which is technically a cheese sauce, and added half water to swell it out a bit, and some chickpeas just to give it a little bit of bite. Once the mushrooms are finished, they'll go in there, and then I'll pour it over the chicken. I'll let it cool down, cover it with tin foil, and then cook it tomorrow. So let's see what it looks like when it's finished, but obviously not cooked. So there you go. Like it says, it's quite near at the top. You might want to put one less tin of tomato soup in, but I like it a nice bit of juice, because obviously when it's been there for an hour and a half, it's going to cook down. So we'll cook it. I am going to cook it actually, and see what it looks like when it comes out. Okay, so there you go. It's been in the oven for about an hour and a half, and it looks lovely. I'll let it cool down. Tin foil over the top, put in the fridge, and then reheat it tomorrow. You may say it's a little bit burnt, but it isn't. It'll be absolutely gorgeous. The chicken would have cooked lovely, and it'll be absolutely lush. As you can see, obviously the sauce is cooked down a bit, so I'm hoping that's going to be absolutely fantastic tomorrow for Valentine's dinner. See you later. Bye.